Polish is the language of around 40 million people in Poland, with minorities elsewhere in Europe and in North America. It's a Slavic language, part of the larger Balto-Slavic branch of the Indo-European family of languages, so is more distantly related to languages like English, Spanish, Hindi and Welsh. In the around 6,000 years since these languages were one, they've changed and diversified, and we can divide their histories into a number of periods. Polish has gone through a number of these, but for this video we'll focus on just 5, those displayed on screen except for Middle Polish. To do this, we'll follow a list of 22 words, which I'll read aloud in a reconstructed pronunciation, and we'll look at all the major sound changes to have affected the language at each stage. This will be written in sound change notation, a kind of special code showing what changes to what under what conditions. If you know how to read this, these are the conventions I've used for this video. Just try to follow their effects and listen to what I say. As ever, the order may be a little off in places, but I have tried to get it as good as I can. Before we start, I wanted to let you know that this is actually the 6th language I've looked at in this series. Be sure to check the playlist at the end of this video, suggest any more you want to see, and follow the channel to catch the next one. So, here is the word list in Proto-Indo-European. Bordel, Tuskios, Guedwores, Dam-ar, Durmos, Royom, Esti, Medu, Nebos, Nevos, Regros, Bequedi, Rartlom, Sodeeti, Klevos, Rsosos, Kyrso, Stoirner, Wardeeti, Gyombos, Gyoltom, Weiltom. Many of the changes producing Proto-Balto-Slavic are shared with other branches, particularly other Saturn branches like Indo-Iranian. We see colouring of E next to laryngeals, depalatalization of palatavelars in certain environments, and the Rookie rule, where S was retracted after high vowels and some consonants. There was also Winter's law, where vowels lengthened before unaspirated voiced stops, and Satomization, where labia velars merged with plain velars, and palatavelars became fricatives. Aspirates merged with their plain forms, and laryngeals were lost, in some cases leaving a remnant, known as an acute. Short O merged with A, and nasals merged word finally. The word for 4 undergoes an irregular change, with the sequence wo turning into a long oo. Barda, Tuskias, Getures, Dima, Dumas, Oyan, Esti, Medu, Nebas, Nawas, Ashras, Peketi, Artlan, Soditi, Shlawas, Saushas, Shirsho, Steina, Wardidi, Jambas, Jaldan, Gaidan. The transition to Proto-Slavic involves the long sequence of palatalizations, vowel changes and accent changes. We see further retraction of the Rookie fricative to be velar, merger of the sibilants, palatalization of velars before front vowels, and iotation, where alveolar sounds become palatalized before yod. Palatalized fricatives become post-alveolar, new nasal vowels are created, and there's a series of vowel changes, such as fronting in palatal environments and monophthongization of diphthongs, as well as differentiation in quality of long and short vowels. This creates new sequences of velars and front vowels, prompting further palatalizations to create alveolar affricates. In Slavic linguistics, palatalized consonants are known as soft, while non-palatalized consonants are termed hard. Syllable structure undergoes major restructuring next, with rebracketing or deletion of syllable final consonants, leaving resonance the only permissible sounds in this position, the so-called liquid diphthongs. The short I and U vowels, which are known as yers, are split into being strong or weak, which behave differently in the various daughter languages. If a weak yer is stressed, it loses its stress to the preceding syllable, which gains a rising accent. While I have highlighted some developments in the accent system here, there's more than I can discuss in this video, and many depend on the context of the word they're in. Late Proto-Slavic distinguished 4 main accents, which could appear once per word. On screen you can see the notation used for the various accent types and the contour they represent. Borda, tushche, cetire, dema, demo, aie, este, medo, nebo, novo, ostro, peceti, ordlo, sadite, slovo, sucho, seršenje, stano, vortite, zombu, zolto, žito. Old Polish is a Lakitic West Slavic language, so shares many changes with these languages. We see prothesis of semi-vowels in many vowel initial words, shift of w to v, and metathesis of liquid diphthongs with mid-vowels. Consonants palatalize before front vowels, and yers are lost, splitting based on whether they're strong or weak, but those in liquid diphthongs being somewhat preserved. This collapses the open syllable structure, creating new codas. If a vowel occurs before a final voiced consonant, it lengthens, much like the Winter's Law of Balto-Slavic. Stress is regularized to the first syllable, and Proto-Slavic palatalized alveolars affricate. The remaining yer resonant sequences change to include full vowels in various complex ways, nasal vowels merge, and there are various changes to palatals and high vowels, including fronting and raising after velars. We also see the so-called Lakitic ablaut, where low front vowels are backed before hard alveolars. There are also a few interesting irregular changes in this period. In Proto-Slavic, adjectives had 2 forms, definite and indefinite, which gave a difference in meaning. Both forms survived as late as Middle Polish, however all modern Polish adjectives descend from the definite form, so this is what will follow through the rest of the video. The word for also changes quite a lot. The first vowel is reduced to a yer, which later was regularly lost. This would have given a form with the inherited vowels and a soft r, but this is only observed in earlier Old Polish, not in the modern language. The final vowel is inherited from the accusative to align with the feminine and neuter, and the r hardened under the influence of the genitive, the opposite change of which occurred in other West Slavic languages, such as Czech, where the genitive r was softened by analogy with the other forms. Finally, the high vowel in the middle of the word was lowered. This was a regular change later on in Polish's history, but appears to have occurred earlier in this word, perhaps under the influence of another word or form. Broda, czci, cztery, ćma, dym, jaje, jest, miod, niebo, nowy, ostry, piecie, radlo, sadzi, słowo, suchy, sierszeń, ściana, wroci, ząb, złoto, żyto. The last set of changes into modern Polish include loss of vowel length, creating a new set of so-called slanted vowels, simplification of consonant clusters, lowering of high vowels before R, shift of stress to the penult, retroflexion of the soft R, depalatalization of soft affricates, and loss of the new slanted vowels. In Standard Polish, these mostly collapsed into their non-slanted equivalents, with the exception of O, but various dialects show other outcomes. The nasal vowels also became realised as sequences of an oral vowel and a nasal, and the dark lateral labialised to W. Broda, czcze, cztery, ćma, dym, jajo, jest, miód, niebo, nowy, ostry, piecie, radło, sadzi, słowo, suchy, szerszeń, ściana, wróci, ząb, złoto, żyto. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was quite a tricky one to make, so I must extend my thanks to the people of Rozum Razum's Discord server for helping answer some of my queries and for providing resources for my research. Special thanks to Vinin, who helped proofread this video, and of course Roz, who created the community. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series, and suggest anything else you'd like to see in the comments. So until next time, thank you for watching.